time for baseball under the Tropicana Field Dome in St. Pete. It's the penultimate game of the year between the Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. David Price, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he comes into this ball game having already eclipsed the 300 strikeout plateau. He's been absolutely dominant this year. We'll see if he can add to that total here in this one.
Jamal Weeks makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Baltimore, the designated hitter, number 24.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. EK, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Not only have they been playing well, but they've got their ace going here this afternoon, so the rich get richer.
Price sets his sights. Here's the 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And the curveball is swung on and missed, and a good pitch there results in a strikeout to begin the afternoon. With that, here's how Buck Showalter lines his Orioles up in this one. Steve, what do they have to do to take down a very hot team here on the road?
They got to be more patient out there. Work the count a little bit. Try and get to this guy early before he settles in.
Manny Machado will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, kind of more of the strongest batting average this year.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
Bases are empty, one man out. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for Tampa Bay. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Asdrubal Cabrera is a show-stopping, acrobatic shortstop that dazzles fans with incredible plays on a regular basis. Look out for him to make some great plays on defense in this one.
Adam Jones steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. And he lays off there, 1-0. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Well, Ferg, as he's known amongst baseball people, really does call a good game back there. He might reward a pitcher for a good location every once in a while, but most of his calls, they seem to be spot on.
And we're just underway from Tropicana Field. Oh, good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, and this really is his 1-2 punch. He's got both the 2-seamer and the cutter in his arsenal, so they're fairly similar pitches, except for the fact that one works its way in, the other one works its way out. Very effective, especially when you double up and throw one off the other.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So a fairly painless top of the first. Owes nothing. Tampa Bay coming up. Major League Baseball is on the show. Kevin Gossman, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, you can see right there, he's getting close to that 200 strikeout number. Throwing the ball extremely well, missing a lot of bats this season.
Matt Joyce comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Rays, left fielder, Matt Joyce.
Right back at him and off his glove. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. One away now. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Steve, what's the key for them to continue this winning streak?
You know, these guys fall out of bed every morning and hit. They're leading the league in hits right now, so that really makes it tough on an opposing defense and a pitching staff. So if they just keep the approach that they've had so far, they're golden.
Ben Zobrist will dig in now. And as you can see, he's right up there in the American League batting race, currently second entering play.
Well, I don't think this should be a surprise to anybody. Most people know he's one of the best hitters in baseball.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Well, these Orioles entering play today, Eric Karros, it was another loss last time out, and this Porsche route 5 of their last 7.
Yeah, and they dropped the opener of the series and of the road trip last time out. I thought they came out a little flat, but still plenty of time to turn that around, though.
Hit to short. On to first, and there were 2 down. And with that, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, we have an opportunity to watch J.J. Hardy in this one. He's a shortstop that doesn't look that great athletically, but some of the plays he makes, he'll just make your jaw drop. He's won multiple Gold Glove awards, so he can be an impact player in this one.
Evan Longoria will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
What a great season, but in order to win the Triple Crown, he's going to need some help from his teammates getting on base. He's in the top 5 in RBIs, but not leading that category.
Splitter here, and it's taken for strike 1. Two out, nobody on. Well hit, but right into the teeth of the shift. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. After 1, no score. Randy Austin will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Price into his motion. First pitch on the way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Hit to first. Martinez scoops it up, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Shortstop.
And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play. J.J. Hardy will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Into the windup and the pitch. In there at the knees, strike 1. Hit hard back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
A good job here. He stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Stepping in now, Steve Lombardozzi. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. This one's flared toward left center. Joyce comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Batting 7th, first baseman, Sean Tonis.
Sean Tonis will stand in now, and you can see the splits on your screen. He's been exceptionally good against left-handed pitching to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
No score here as we play inning number 2. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
And sometimes if you don't get to a guy like this early, then you're never going to get to him. So you don't want to let this chance pass you by.
In the air now out to left field. In there, a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 8 home runs and 37 RBIs. That's 2-0.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Orioles out to an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Orioles get a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of inning number 2, and it's 1-0 Baltimore. Will Myers will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night.
Will Myers.
First delivery to him on the way. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. But this will land foul shy of the wall. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. And 2 count. Here's the pitch. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Ground ball left side. Backhanded from deep in the hole. And a heck of an effort that time, but the throw's too late, and that'll certainly be scored an infield single to lead off the inning.
Well, that hit extends his streak to lucky number 13 now. That's almost 2 full weeks where he's been swinging it.
Victor Martinez will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
And he hit over 300 during the last month, so he's seeing it really well right now.
He's set. Here it comes. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
And right about now, you got to know as a hitter that you're going to see a heavy dose of that splitter. That's a good take up there to get ahead.
Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
One and one. Here it comes. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Asdrubal Cabrera will step in now. Currently 4th in the AL in RBIs, but with a chance to add to his total early on.
Well, and you know, guys, he's also been awesome at scoring runs. He's right up there with the leaders in that category as well.
First pitch on its way. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
First and second here with nobody out. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Makeup call there?
Well, I don't know, but let's just say they're even.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
And now, whatever pitch he feels most comfortable with, that's the pitch he needs to throw right here, because he cannot afford to put this one out of the strike zone.
None out, runners at first and second. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
2 straight singles, now a walk. He's making it real tough on himself here as he starts the inning by loading the bases.
TREY Barnett will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, you're right. His last game was excellent, but he just keeps adding to those numbers. Over his last 10 games, he's been hitting over 350. I'll take that anytime.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
You cannot let this situation get any worse. You got to be thinking strikeout or ground ball. Even if you allow 1 run to score in this inning, that would be a major victory.
Called strike, 0-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Too high, 1-2.
Yeah, and he didn't want that one to be in the strike zone. Even with the bases loaded, this is still a strikeout situation, remember.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
Oh, that is a great call right there. They really needed a strikeout in that spot. They got it. And now with one away, you can even get out of this scot-free if you can get a ground ball here.
Kevin Kiermaier will stand in, and as we give you a look at his splits versus right and left, he's had the better of right-handers, that's for sure. And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
You got to figure we'll start seeing a pretty heavy dose of that splitter. And this is a situation that absolutely calls for it.
Here comes the 1-0. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Now with 2 strikes, boy, if he could come up with back-to-back punch-outs, wouldn't that be something?
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Back-to-back strikeouts when he needed them most. And the bases stay loaded, but with 2 outs now, this inning is becoming less and less of a sure thing.
Deonder Navarro will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. And this is low, ball 1.
You can't afford to get overconfident on the mound. You've gotten 2 of the 3 outs you need here, but this is still a very dangerous hitter. You're not out of the woods yet.
Oh, tough to catch up when it's moving like that.
Boy, and if these guys come away with nothing here, they'll have squandered a real good opportunity.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with 1 swing.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
Oh, it'd be a big letdown if they get nothing out of this. But they're a strike away from not coming true.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Cook is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Rays leave them loaded. They still trail 1-0. Back for the top of the 3rd here at the Trop as we give you a look there at nearby Clearwater Beach. Paul Cook steps in here to start out their half of the 3rd. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
Back to work now is Price as he gets ahead to start the inning. It's strike 1.
That's a major league curveball there. Now, those take a while to get used to, believe me.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Price gets his sign. Here it is on 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
Wow, and he hasn't missed a beat since his last start. Remember, he had 9 strikeouts in that one, and he's well on his way to a similar performance right here.
Jamal Weeks will dig in for a second time, a strikeout victim opening up the ball game.
Yeah, as bad as he looked on that breaking ball, his first at-bat, he's going to see nothing but breaking balls in this one.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And that'll get down for a base hit. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
And this is when you know the stars are lined up in your favor as a hitter. I mean, look how bunched up he was on that swing, yet he still finds a way to muscle that to right for a double.
Here's Manny Machado now. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1.
After battling injuries in previous years, Manny Machado showed everybody what he could do in 2015. He got named to the All-Star team, he participated in the Home Run Derby, and he won another Gold Glove.
1 out and a runner on second base. Slapped hard the opposite way, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Well, that's the hardest hit ball he's had all series, and he's still looking for that first hit, but it didn't work out for him here.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. And Jones takes this one for a ball, 1-1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1 down the third baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him.
Oh, what a play.
1 left for the Orioles, but they're up 1-0. Leading off the inning, Matt Joyce, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. So this doesn't look good for now, as he's going to come out with what looks like an injury to his back. Could be a number of things, and we're hoping it's not something that keeps him out for an extended period. Aubrey Varner will be summoned now to take over following the injury.
Aubrey Varner.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Curveball, or maybe even the circle change there. 2-2 regardless. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And the leadoff man is retired here to start the Tampa Bay third.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but he's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here, now that their starter's already out of the ball game.
Ben Zobrist stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First pitch coming. Here it is. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
1 out, nobody on. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line drive to center field. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Ryan Webb is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the 3rd inning, he may be asked to work for a while.
Number 58, Ryan Webb.
Evan Longoria will be the first to greet him here, as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Runners on first with 1 down. Not close. It's 2-0.
Now on 2-0, we've got a fastball count, and we've got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
The 2-0 on the way. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
If you're wondering, this is a straight green light here. When your star's up there, You bet he's swinging if it's good.
Runner at first here, one man out. Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Looked like ball 4 there, but instead it's 3-2 now. You going to start the runner at first here?
Yeah, at the plate, you've got a guy that will ground into his share of double plays, so it's not a bad idea to get things in motion.
Now a throw over, but the runner's back easily.
Keeping an eye on him.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Not even the best players are immune to a bad call from time to time. I mean, to me, that's not a strike. And I think to him, that's not a strike either. But, hey, the guy in blue, it's strike 3, and he's the only one that counts.
Here's Will Myers. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. This is line to left. Lombardozzi is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1 left for Tampa. It remains 1-0. Randy Austin is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Randy Austin.
Price is ready. Here's the first pitch. Chopped foul right at home plate. Tap foul at home plate. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Got him.
Now batting, shortstop, J.J. Hardy.
J.J. Hardy strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. Into the seats, 0-1. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
Boy, he might be pressing his luck a little now. That's 2 straight pitches right down the middle.
Line drive to left, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So a line drive single to left makes it 2 hits for him now this afternoon at the plate. And as you can see right there, he's now 3rd on the Orioles in that category.
Well, he hasn't exactly been tearing the league apart, but he's making enough noise with the bat to be respected. Clearly, he's a large piece of this offense.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Steve Lombardozzi. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. Out in front of it, strike 1. One run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Zobrist, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
That's a very alert play right here behind the plate. Take a look at how quickly he gets out of the crouch and then pounces all over this ball. And now he's thinking second all the way, and he winds up getting that lead runner.
Standing in now, Sean Tonis. As Price starts him with a strike, it's 0-1.
A lot of these guys have come into these at-bats trying to be the aggressor, trying to make something happen. But what has happened is that they've swung and missed themselves into some early holes.
Belted high in the air out to left. Back goes Joyce. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. Orioles leave one, but they're on top 1-0. Victor Martinez is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Lifted the other way to left center. Lombardozzi is calling for it, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
The shortstop, number 13, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Settling in now, Asdrubal Cabrera. He drew a walk his first time up. Too high, 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
1 out, nobody on. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. TREY BARNETT is on deck. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Into the box, TREY BARNETT. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And that was a huge strikeout at the time because there were 2 runners in scoring position. And it's never fun to walk back to the dugout knowing that you left RBIs on the table.
Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not in time as it was up the ladder a bit, and that'll move a man into scoring position now with 1 away.
If you're a stolen base kind of guy, most of your stolen bases are on the pitcher, not the catcher. But this was a slide step that he used right here, and he still stole the base. I think you got to blame the catcher for this one.
The 0-1 on its way. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. For Fold, he picks up stolen base number 28 on the year. This is hit high and deep out to left. Lombardozzi ranging back. And that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, number 14 on the season, and the Rays take a 2-1 lead.
Well, I've got to say, some days at this place, the ball just seems to jump a little better than others. We've seen quite a few balls hit hard already. This is the first one that leaves the yard, but I've got a sense it's not going to be the last.
Now
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier.
Fielder, Kevin.
Runs up and gets this one down. On to first, and the throw goes right by him. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
You wonder if this is a ball that he probably should have just held on to. Instead, he tries to force it to first, and I think they're going to score this as a single and an error.
Here's the catcher, DeHonor Navarro. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And that's going to land foul. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And there's ball one.
And I think they'd stay out there again, maybe for the rest of the at-bat.
Runner at second here with one man out. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And now third base coach Tom Foley's waving him home. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now 3-1. Tommy Hunter is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the fourth inning.
Number 29, Tommy Hunter.
Matt Joyce will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and one away. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. In the dirt here. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Schoop with the bare hand. He's out.
Oh, love it.
But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We played 4. It's now 3-1 Tampa. Sam Fuld will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Number 4, Sam Fuld.
Leading off the inning, Jonathan Schoop. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Blake Wiggins is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here. First offering on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
This guy has been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced. And we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. 1 away.
Now batting.
Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Paul Cook is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. 1 run, 4 hits. 1 error thus far for Baltimore. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count. 0-2.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. And when you're pitching as well as he is, the scoreless innings just seem to stack up. He's got another good outing going here.
Jamal Weeks will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They still trail it here 3-1. Ben Zobrist comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. And he falls behind 0-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike 1 or strike 2, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike 3, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
We got time.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. 1-0. And that's too high, ball 2.
And this is all about handling a guy like this with kid gloves. You know, walk him if you have to, but don't let him be the one to beat you.
3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Three and 0 now.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
Squared that one up just a little late. Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. And a good eye there from Longoria as he's aboard. It's ball 4.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Will Myers digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was right on the off-speed stuff and hit it well, but just didn't have any luck. It's going to be interesting to see if they stay with more fastballs right here.
From the stretch. First pitch is a breaking ball taken down and away for ball one. One 0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away. Both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. Austin over to his left. 2 gone.
Yeah, a dangerous pitch right there. 2-0 to a middle-of-the-order guy, and he gets away with it and gets him to lift an easy fly ball.
Victor Martinez will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Swing and a liner, but foul. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And this one's in the dirt, but fortunately here, no advance. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position here.
Blake Wiggins digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
Hit on the ground to short. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Manny Machado will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
So with one away now, that'll bring in the dangerous Adam Jones. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
The right fielder, number 1, Randy Austin.
Randy Austin will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
And you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike one.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Here's a called strike on the curveball, 1-2. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell, guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all, and when he has, they've been out of the zone.
And that last pitch from Price was number 73 in the ball game. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Kiermaier coming on. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
J.J. Hardy digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
And it's quickly 0-2. Price pauses, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Hot shot to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Orioles. Score holds. It's 3-1. TREY Barnett will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Nope.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
Kevin Kiermaier steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Pitch on the way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
And this is just a guy that's going to be happy to take a walk, so I'm a little bit surprised that they haven't challenged him a little bit more from the mound.
Swinging on 3-0, now 3 balls and a strike. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And that's low, ball 4.
Man, a little surprising they didn't challenge him there. I mean, you know, there are certain guys you just have to make earn their way aboard. This isn't exactly the most dangerous guy in the lineup, so he'll be happy to take the walk.
Deoner Navarro will stride in, popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. Throw is up the line as it gets away. He waits, now the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down. And that one cut a little too much, a ball and a strike.
That man's got to be thinking, enough with the walks. Can't anybody throw a strike?
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back safely. Delivery. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Back here at Tropicana Field in St. Pete. We're in the 7th with the Rays out in front, and let's get you caught up with our game summary for the first 6 innings. Steve Lombardozzi is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Joe Maddon, a very cerebral manager. You can almost hear the gears turning in his head, figuring out how he wants to play these final 3 innings. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Close pitch, but just a bit outside. He wanted it, but it's 2-1. All even now, 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Bat explodes as this has popped up.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
Now Price misses here on 2-2, and he runs it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
And they're going to have a leadoff base runner here as the fastball's lined into left, a base hit. Around first, on his way to second now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
And that's a big double right there, down by 2, but more importantly, that's going to get the tying run to the plate. So we're going to see how they want to handle this defensively now with the open base.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Sean Tonis. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
Yeah, you know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike 1.
Well, he started off this way, and he continues on. He's throwing first pitch strikes to 80% of the batters he's faced, and we're late in this ballgame, and that's why he's on top.
1-1.
Yeah, and that's a good pitch on an 0-1 count. Trying to let that thing work its way back to the outside part of the plate, but he couldn't quite get it there.
Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Well, down by 2, this is exactly what you're looking for. You get the leadoff double, now a single. You got the tying run on here at first with nobody out.
Jonathan Schoop will stand in, and his guys have got something cooking now with 2 on and nobody out.
And down by 2, this is a good opportunity to try to put yourselves level.
Now a southpaw up to throw in that Tampa Bay bullpen. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next 2 pitches. So you got to see if you can get him to chase.
Swing and a liner. Foul. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. This one's flared out toward left. Joyce is over. Makes the play, 1 away. And he's just going to try to draw an airmailed throw as he heads back to third now with 1 away in the inning.
That just didn't get enough of that one to get that run home. So that's probably a wise decision to hold at third.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Paul Cook, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
And the pitch bounces off his glove, and that could be a run. But not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Well, so much for needing a fly ball to drive that guy in. This is even easier. Once this ball kicks off his glove, he can go ahead and just walk home.
Ooh, and he finds his spot there, 1-1.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Another strong outing here for David Price. Just 2 runs allowed through 6 1/3. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
He knows his job is to hang on to the lead for his team. But with a guy in scoring position, he's got to do something to come up big. Not a whole lot bigger situation to come up with a strikeout than right there. He's fired up about it, but he's still got some work to do right now. He's not out of this thing yet.
In now, Jamal Weeks. This is blistered into right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. But not in time, and just like that, this ball game is tied.
A really good at-bat here as we watch it again. Look, he finds his pitch, drives it right back up the middle, and with 2 away, that runner doesn't have to hold up and make sure it drops. He's moving on contact, and he's going to wind up scoring easily.
Here's Manny Machado now. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Runners off for second. Pitch is a called strike. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
And here he's thinking, with 2 away, even if I get thrown out, I'll get this guy a second chance to start the next inning with a fresh count. But, hey, it worked out in their favor anyway.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. And another foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Kiermaier. And that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. It is stretch time here in Tampa. We'll stretch with them, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Billy Bowman will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Billy Bowman.
Matt Joyce will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout, and he's retired here 1 away.
Your second baseman.
He comes right in out of the bullpen and gets a pop-up on the first pitch he throws. Now that's what you call pushing the right button.
Ready now, Ben Zobrist, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, he's batting lefty right now, but does it matter? He can hit from either side of the plate.
Here's the pitch. Goes the other way as this is lined to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
This is exactly what he needed after his guys came back to tie the ball game. He's only 1 out away from a shutdown inning.
Evan Longoria stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Tonis in foul ground. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. We'll see Adam Jones when we come back. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Doug Castle will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year.
Doug Castle.
And here is Adam Jones now. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Center fielder number 10, Adam Jones.
Sent on the ground out to second. Zobrist is there. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, right fielder, Randy Austin.
Randy Austin will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Now the pitch. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Joyce going back on it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Yeah, 2 pitches, 2 outs here so far. Offensively, that's not the kind of inning you want in a tie ball game. You need to make him work at least a little bit out there.
J.J. Hardy ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
And now a pitch on the way. Out in front here is Hardy as he pulls this one down the left field line, out of play. Swung on and missed that time by Hardy as he finds himself behind 0-2 now.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Longoria is over near the railing as he makes the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Still tied 3-3. Will Myers will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Number 9, Will.
He's set and the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Played on the backhand. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. And it doesn't look like the manager fully agrees with that out call at first. It appears he may opt to challenge it and have the play reviewed.
Yeah, he wasn't so sure that was the right call, and looking at it again right here, I don't know if I can tell for sure either. We'll wait to see what the guys in the dugout say after reviewing this play a couple of times, probably.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Rays are challenging the previous.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. Now the question is if there's enough video evidence to change the call to safe. And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat the throw, and this might be a well-used challenge.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward.
Base has been overturned, and the batter ruled safe.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. Now a swing and a fly ball. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Nipped the corner. 2-2.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time he got the call.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. This is hit sharply to the left side. And that's in there. Base hit. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead runs in scoring position now with still nobody out.
There you go. Back-to-back singles here to open up the inning and have him set up in a good position to break this deadlock.
Blake Wiggins will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes.
1-0.
Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you got to suck it up.
Both teams with 8 hits in this one. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. the 2-2 pitch. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Set to deal on 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Well, that's a huge strikeout right here. Guy in scoring position. He's not out of this inning yet, but that's going to go a long ways towards getting him there. Look at how he's fired up about it.
Into the box, TREY Barnett, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Line drive, base hit left field. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only 1 away.
Boy, not only was that pitch bearing in tight on him, but it got there in a hurry. You can see he's barely able to get the bat through the zone, but somehow he manages to steer it into left field for a base hit.
Darren O'Day will come on now, really needing that double play ball as the bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. Kevin Kiermaier will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only 1 out now. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Lombardozzi moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And he will come in to score. It's a sacrifice fly, and it delivers the go-ahead run as they've now taken the lead here in the late innings. Rays will settle for just the 1. 9th inning coming up. The Rays lead it 4-3. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Steve Lombardozzi, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Jake McGee is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. striding in to start the ninth,
Leading off for the
Steve
Orioles,
Lombardozzi.
left
And
fielder,
they'll need him to get something
Steve
going here.
Lombardozzi.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Myers is after it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number one.
Sean Tonis digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. McGee comes set. Here comes the first pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball one. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. Navarro the sign, the 1-1. Good riding action to that thing, and it's ball and 2 strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
Had to protect on 1 and 2, and this is a fly ball out to straightaway right field. Myers is there, 2 down.
Nice job there as he gets the first 2 men to face him here, and now they're just 1 out away from picking up the first 2 games of this series.
Jonathan Scope stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here it comes. And he takes ball 1.
Yeah, hard to believe that's not a strike. I don't know exactly where that would have missed.
Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
Drilled to the right side. Zobrist is able to get there. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Rays. This ball game is over.
You know, you keep wondering if this is going to be the day that it ends, and it just never seems to happen. This is really becoming an incredible streak.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Rays are victorious in this one, 4-3. So long from Tampa.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game was the victorious Rays. 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Orioles, 3 runs on 8 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes. Again, we remind you for your next trip to Tropicana Field that all vehicles with 4 or more passengers receive free parking all season long. Also, a reminder that extra PSTA buses for routes 18, 32, and 74 can be picked up outside the stadium.